I would like to give you an update, no, as to what happened on the 13th day. Imagine that, no? Pang-13 na araw na ngayon ng KOJC siege ng PNP dito po sa KOJC JMC compound. At ang nangyari po kagabi ay meron pong inattempt na ipinuslit ang mga semento po, no? May nakita kaming mga PNP vehicles dito na nagpark at yung isang PNP vehicle, maraming mga karton, dami. Tapos on top of the cartons are parang mga mineral water, no? Nung nag-attempt yung isang pulis na mag-try na magpasok ng isang karton, yung mga miyembro kasi parang duda, so tiningnan yung sa ilalim at saka nakita dun na yung mga mineral water pala, meron pala, kasi makita meron palang mga semento na nakalagay sa plastic sa loob. So, nagkaroon ng commotion and I went there to verify and indeed, I saw a carton, no, na may nakalagay na, na mineral water sa taas at mga semento po sa ilalim. Lumabas ako para tingnan ko yung PNP vehicle. Nung nagkagulo na dito, nag-commotion, umalis yung PNP vehicle, no? So, in the morning likewise, and what I deem as the Operation Shawshank Redemption was also done. Ano yung mga Shawshank Redemption? Kita niyo yung palabas sa sine noon ni Tom Hanks, no? Ng isang preso na nagawa siya ng tunnel para hindi siya mabantayan. Nilalagay niya yung mga yung mga soil sa kanyang mga bulsa, no? At dinadahan-dahan na paglabas niya ay mawala na yung mga soil, no? Parang napansin namin yan kaninang madaling araw at early morning po, no? Kasi mga pulis pabalik-balik po sa JMC basement at saka sa cathedral, no? At naka-formation pa, no? So ang tawag ko doon, Operation Shawshank Redemption, no? And meron ding clearing operations kami. Nandun lahat yan sa aking Facebook. You can use my Facebook account. Yung mga pictures dun, you can use it, no? Yung for news purposes. Makita ninyo, beside the cathedral, marami silang pinapalabas na mga nakasako at naka-block, yung mga plastic, no? Nung inopen ng aming mga membro, no, may mga basag na mga glasses dun at iba-iba pang mga materials na ewan namin kung saan galing, no? Yun yung clearing operations nila na ginawa ngayong umaga. Tsaka simula kahapon hanggang ngayon, no? There is a significant, very significant decrease of the number of the police, no? Inside the KOJC compound, no? We can only speculate indeed as to what is the reason, no? Kasi nung day 1 ng siege, no, ang dami talaga nila, 3,000 police were here, no? Nag-increase pa pagka dito, mga 4,000 dito, no? Ang aming tingin dito ay dahil siguro ito sa magkaroon ng Senate investigation po bukas, no? May darating po ang mga senador natin dito bukas, no? At maggagawa kasi ng ng ocular inspection. So pangit naman tingnan na na ang dami pa nila at nakadala pa nila ng transyon kasi yung transyon nila dinadahan-dahan na pong palabas po sa compound, no? And then bago lang nangyari, no, may tumawag sa akin at nagpaalam na magpunta daw yung city building official at saka city legal officer ng Davao City. Pinaalam ko yung members natin sa media, no? Nung pagkatawag sa akin, may tinext kaagad ako at in-inform. Pero nakarating na dito ang city building official kaagad, no? Nandun din yan sa aking Facebook post. You can use the video, no? And nag-attempt ang city building official na yon at saka city legal officer. Nag-attempt na pumasok po doon sa JMC basement at saka sa KOJC Cathedral, pero hindi po sila pinapasok. So kaya nga magtatanong tayo kay General Torre na anong ibig sabihin nito? Gusto nyo kaming ihamon na i-prove namin yung aming sinasabi pero hindi nyo kami pinapayagang makapasok doon sa JMC basement kung saan marami na masyadong videos at saka pictures na aming pinakita sa publiko na isa lamang ang location doon pa rin sa JMC basement. So ang ibig sabihin nito, kung i-follow natin yung rules on evidence, no, this is evidence withheld. So therefore, this would be adverse as against the person who withheld the evidence, no, against us, or who withheld the evidence, no. So ang aming ipaabot na sana kung meron mang aksyon na what you call this, tabunan yung malalim na hukay po doon, I hope na gagawin iyon na hindi magkakos ng damage sa structural integrity, no? Kasi yung hukay lang, no? I already talked to a number of engineers, no? That can affect the soil, the looseness of the soil, and that would really affect the structural integrity of the building, no? And that cannot be justified by a mere arrest warrant, no? Ilang abogado na nagsasabi niyan, no? Hindi pwede ma-justify yan kasi ang arrest warrant is, as the word itself, the term itself implies, it is designed to authorize a police officer to arrest a person, okay? It is not a document which authorizes the police to search because there is another document for that, no? Legal document that you apply to the court, and that is you apply for a search warrant. And even under Rule 126, when you of the rules of court, when you implement a search warrant, you require two witnesses of sufficient age and discretion to accompany you, no, to accompany the police in conducting the search. And there is the requirement of specificity. You have to specify the place to be searched, nothing else. Okay? Why is that a requirement under the law? That is a requirement under the law because these writs, these orders, constitute a disturbance to the right of privacy of an individual. The state may allow the police officers to conduct a search within a premises if he has a search warrant that constitutes an intrusion into his privacy, but the privacy rights of an individual should succumb to the right of the police officers, no, to the duty of the police officers to enforce the law. But even a search warrant has limitations provided by law, limitations on specificity, limitations on reasonableness of the search. Now, if a search warrant has those limitations, how much more an arrest warrant, which is designed solely to empower a police to arrest a particular person. And if the alleged person is in a building, there are requirements that the police must have personal knowledge that the accused is in the building. Or again, ito na yung sinasabi natin kay spokesperson De La Rey, reasonable belief, no? Now, the reasonable belief even in Stigall case in the U.S. Supreme Court and here in our Philippine Supreme Court, the reasonable requirement, reasonable belief requirement here means that the police officer has personal knowledge of facts indicating that the person to be arrested is in fact in a particular place. Now, can you use the reasonable belief to conduct an intrusive search? Certainly no, because the search warrant itself, no, has limitations. How much more an arrest warrant? We can say that what they are really doing is illegal. Why? Because even yesterday they conducted an unlimited search also even in our Bible school. Even in my client's Bible school and in the SMNI studio and in the hangar. If they believe that my client is in the basement somewhere there, why would they conduct intrusive searches in the Bible school, in the SMNI, what you call this, SMNI studio and in the hangar. And they even attempted to enter 3 days ago, Glory Mountain as well as the Prayer Mountain, which are located more than 52 kilometers away from Buhangin. This shows that they really do not have any personal knowledge nor reasonable belief of the presence of Pastor Kibuloy here. They are engaged in a fishing expedition. We would like to address also what was reported on ABS-CBN, no? The interview by Police Officer Dela Rey, where she falsely claimed that the members allegedly prevented the police in going into the Bible school. We would like to address that because our side was not secured, no? We would like to say that how can the ladies in the Bible school prevent the police officers in going into the Bible school when they went directly into the Bible school? And when their attention was called, ang dami naman ninyo. Pwede ba na ilimit naman kasi ilang beses na kayong pumasok dito, ilang beses na, hindi lang 12 times, no? So, tapos, yung isang abogada nagsabi, Sir, 12th day na ngayon or 11th day na ngayon, naka-return na ba kayo sa korte? Kasi even a search warrant, no, needs to be returned within 10 days from the issuance thereof. How much more an arrest warrant? No? Hindi pa sila naka-return hanggang ngayon, no? So, nung sinabihan sila, Sir, pwede ba maging reasonable naman kayo? Pwede ba na ilimit naman ninyo yung number po ninyo? Yun po ang nangyari doon, no? And nung pumasok po sila, no? Ang problema nung pumasok na sila, hindi pa umalis kaagad. Meron bang search na ayaw mo umalis? Nag-request na yun, Sir, ma'am, yung pati po yung mga aparador na open na ninyo, pwede bang matagal naman kayo dito, pwede ba kayong umalis na? Ayaw, umalis. O, tama ba yan? No? Hindi yan tama. Kasi nga, the search should be reasonable if it is a search warrant. Dito ngay arrest warrant Ang arrest warrant, maka-search ka lang kung may arrest na. And the search should be within the immediate vicinity only. And what is the rationale behind it? The rationale behind it is to protect the police officers. What if may armas? May armas na mga tinago. So, that authorizes the police to conduct a search within the immediate vicinity. Hindi ka pwede magkalot dyan, magkalot, at sisirain mo yung building. Ewan ko kung saan galing itong legal basis nila. May mga abogado naman sana sila. No? And then we would like to address whether or not it's true that there is a Court of Appeals order, no? Resolution, no? We already answered that, no? Kasi ang daming tumatanong sa akin, kaya nga I decided to conduct na lang a press conference, no? Yes, we received an order late afternoon yesterday about the Court of Appeals decision. The only problem is that it was rendered without us being required to file a comment, no? And that is why we filed today a motion for reconsideration, if only to gently argue to the Court of Appeals justices who penned the decision, no, to request them to take a second look of the order or resolution, simply because of the fact that the Supreme Court resolution, which transferred the cases, criminal cases, no, of Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy, affected only the criminal cases or related cases affecting Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy. It did not prohibit third persons such as KOJC members or individuals, JMC officers and students from filing a petition for issuance of writ of amparo in cases of wanton violations of the rights to life, liberty, property, or even security. No? Note that a person died here already. 56 persons have already been hospitalized, of which 4 suffered heart attacks, 4 minors suffered severe anxiety attacks. No? 16 of the 56 lost consciousness during day 1. no? And the act of the police in turning the arrest warrant as a license to conduct intrusive searches, omnibus searches to any and all properties and structures of KOJC and JMC is ongoing. So therefore, we feel that third parties who are victims of these wanton violations have the right to seek immediate and inexpensive relief. The reason why the Philippines, the Supreme Court issued the writ of amparo, now we copied this from Mexico and other South American countries, if only to provide fast and inexpensive remedies. When you file a petition for writ of amparo, there is even no filing fee. Why? Because this is really designed to allow citizens whose rights to life, liberty, or property, and even security are gravely violated, and they can seek remedies right away. Now, if you will require these individuals, the family of the person who died, those injured, and those members whose right to religion, are continually violated because they could not even use their own cathedral. The JMC students, my students, and the faculty members and the officers who could not even use anymore our school, and the violation is continuing. Are they saying, is the Solicitor General saying that we have to go to Quezon City or Pasig just to obtain immediate relief? That is not within the contemplation of the writ of amparo. Besides, it is also provided in the rule of the writ of amparo that filing petitions for certiorari against the interlocutory orders of the regional trial court, those are prohibited. And the petition for certiorari being filed by the Solgen in the Court of Appeals is a perfect example of that prohibition supposedly in the writ of amparo. And the writ of amparo petitions can be filed in the places, or in the place rather, where the act or omission, the violations to right to life, liberty, or property, those can be filed in the place where it is committed. And the siege in the KOJC is committed, the violations are committed rather in Davao City. Then we feel that RTC Davao City has jurisdiction on the matter, and we are filing an MR, immediate MR, most respectful motion for reconsideration, so as to give the Court of Appeals the chance to take a second look into its resolution. And we feel that the resolution, we are of the opinion, humble opinion, that it is not immediately executory, because we have 15 days to file a motion for reconsideration, and on the first day, we filed a motion for reconsideration right away. So to our humble mind, the TPO is still subsisting until now. So having said that, I am now open to your questions.
Attorney, agree for inspection because hello.
What we did was, I think, as early as day 4, we wrote a letter to the city building official, day 3 or day 4, complaining about the tunneling and drilling activities. I think the term I used there was drilling activities because at that time we can only hear drilling machines being operated. So we wrote the city building official about it, requesting for a cease and desist order. And part of that, before they can issue that, is of course an inspection. And I think we heard Mayor Baste Duterte on the 7th or 8th day of the siege telling the media that, okay, if we will issue a cease and desist order, what do you expect? Would they still follow it? Knowing that they are not even following the temporary protection order. And that is a confirmation that we indeed filed letters to the city building official.
And also, attorney, kanina sabi ni General Torre, hindi na leakage daw ng mga pictures and videos na nakakarating sa'yo. Anong opinion mo? Ang
papaimbestigahan natin, yung kung sino yung nag-authorize talaga dyan. Kasi sabi niya sa akin na the tunneling activities is beyond me. He neither confirmed nor denied But if ever it was true, is beyond me. So sino yung beyond me? Si General Marbil o si Secretary Abalos, no? Secretary Abalos nang hunaw-huna sa iyang kamot si General Torre sa tunneling activities. Beyond me, tatlo lang yan. General Marbil, Secretary Abalos, President Marcos. Di ba? Sino pa bang beyond me? Hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin na United Nations. Wala namang pakialam ang United Nations dito. Meron nga sana kasi continuing yung human rights violation dito, pero they have not yet taken action on it.
Attorney, reaction lang po sa sinalabas na letter na yun ng OCD Tier 11 na makahingi ng information with regards to structural plan ng mga building sa KEC.
Yes, of course, that's beyond us. That's the act of the City Hall, no? And we subscribe. Thank you very much for doing that because that is really in accordance with law. Where can you find an arrest warrant, no? Which is supposed to implement an arrest as against a particular accused? Yet you are now asking for specifications of the building, including the maps, etc. No? These matters, if they want to do that, needs judicial imprimatur. No? Because I already cited that in Anti-Terrorism Act, the provision thereof, if you want to tap the telephone lines of alleged terrorists, you even need to secure the order from the Court of Appeals before they are allowed to tap the lines of alleged terrorists. How much more in this case? This is not even terrorism. This is a case for alleged human trafficking. There is no conviction yet. And they are now engaging in tunneling activities. This is beyond comprehension. This is the first time ever that this is being done in the Republic of the Philippines.
Sir, I would like to correct the master and building plan, the denial of that was released by Police Regional Office 11, General Torre.
I don't know.
It was released to us yesterday. So that's just a correction. It's not from OCBO. It's the one who released it.
From General Torre who released that. Oh, that's I was just informed about it, no? I did not even know about it, no, until a few minutes ago when somebody texted me and gave me a copy, no. This is the beauty of my job. So many thank you very much for my sources. I don't know you, no. Ang daming nagpo-provide sa akin ng information, no. Marami na ako masyadong friends sa Facebook. Nagpapadala sa akin ng maski ano-ano. Salamat po sa inyo talaga. And you have been very helpful.
Okay, sir, yung na-receive nila yung order ng Court of Appeals?
Yesterday, late afternoon, around 4:48 in the afternoon, if my memory serves me right. I don't say it voided the TPO. Somewhere in the, what you call this, in effect, yeah, maybe it voided the TPO, if you want to term it as that. And that is why we are filing an urgent motion for reconsideration today. We had a draft late last night already, but because of exhaustion, I was not able to finalize it. I was only able to finalize it early morning today.
With that pending for the answer decision Saturday that you filed, what are your expectations in the following days since General Torre told us kagabi na magpadayon niyo daw ang kailangang operation. And he doesn't have a timeline, pero magpadayon niyo daw until the target for strike.
Well, according to him, until 2028 daw, no? And why 2028? That gives us again validation to our mind that this is no longer a service of an arrest warrant. Pardon me, this is already politics. No? Why of all dates 2028? No? Kasi 2028 presidential elections eh. Bakit niya sasabihin yun? He said that, ha? He said that. So, I hope and pray that the police will understand, especially those our friends in the police, no? That we really have reasonable grounds to believe that this is no longer a service of a warrant of arrest, no? The fact that General Torre said that, no, really rings some truth to the argument that this is beyond service of an arrest warrant, no? Because this is the only time in the world that I have seen an arrest warrant being served for even more than 3 hours. Because most arrest warrant, nandyan, dakpin, dakpin, dito na. Ngayon dito, may arrest warrant ha. Yung eskwelahan nyo, amin na yan. Yung KOJC, amin na yan. Huwag na kayong magsimba dito. Yung itong establishment nyo, kami na matutulog dito. Huwag kayo. May arrest warrant po na ganyan. No? First time po ito dito nangyayari. No? The arrest warrant has become used as an instrument to oppress rather than to arrest. No? So, ewan ko kung mangyayari yan sa inyo. No? Na may arrest warrant, yung pinsan ninyo. Tapos pinasok yung bahay ninyo, hindi na sila uuwi, doon na sila titira. Tapos yung CR nyo, gagamitin nila, yung higaan nyo, higaan nila, doon na sila magtatae, doon na sila at saka, beside sa sala mo, mag-ano pa sila, tatanel doon sa sala kasi daw, yung akusado, nandun daw sa ilalim, wala naman sila ebidensya, meron silang proton helic. The proton helic is indeed a very high-tech machine. It works like an X-ray, no? Doon sa doon sa baba, no? Makikita mo kung may tunnel. Alam na nila yan from the get-go na walang tunnel. Yet, they proceeded in doing this. Ano yan? Krimen na yan. Hindi lang yan katangahan. Krimen na yan.
Sir, kailangan, sabi niya, I asked him on how high is the level of certainty ng police. Nandiyan talaga yung Project personalities nila. And he said na he was even more than certain nandiyan pa rin daw. And yung nag-prolong daw sa operation is yung nililigaw daw ng taga-KOJC. Can we get your comment?
In the first place, no, I will just comment on the nililigaw daw ng taga-KOJ. How can we ligaw daw the PNP when they have the arms? All we can do is simply air out our observations and make some requests, reminders that, sir, actually that's no longer covered in the warrant of arrest. This is already an intrusive search. That's the most that we can do, no? And a person who says that, no, I think, what did he say? Tapos there was a statement before that. That he is more than certain. I think, with due respect to the person who said that, I am more than certain of the stupidity of the person who said that. Yes, because even if there is already overwhelming evidence that there is no tunnel there, they have no permits to conduct tunneling activities here, and they have already made intrusive searches in all of the nooks and crannies of the KOJC and JMC. Only a fool and a stupid person would persist in his idea that he is correct. You know, all of us are human beings. No, I am also a human being, and I seldom lose my cool. No, because as a lawyer, I have to maintain my coolness. But if you are confronted with a kind of person who is like that, and given the overwhelming evidence to the contrary, he would not change his mind, what is your reasonable conclusion? The reasonable conclusion is that either that person is stupid or a fool. But I may be mistaken on that. That is only my opinion on the matter. And I have to say, however, that, sir, enough is enough. More than overwhelming evidence has already been presented that Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy is not here. Please stop this because this is already highly irregular.
Okay, sir, last one.
Yes. You can ask me all you like, ma'am. Yes. Yeah.
Naghahanda daw siya for the Senate investigation tomorrow.
He should.
And that he is anticipating your questions. Can you give a comment on that?
He should, because he should not attend the Senate hearing without preparing. Me, I need not prepare, because if you are armed with the truth, you just speak out the truth. I need not prepare. I will go to my humble house, eat my dinner, sleep hopefully soundly, and then attend the Senate without preparing, because if you are armed with the truth, you can speak out the truth without preparing.
What are your expectations?
My expectations are that he will surely be grilled by the senators, and he will have to defend himself as to why there is wanton violations of the rights to life, liberty, and properties and security of KOJC members, even if he is just armed by an arrest warrant. Why is he turning an arrest warrant and convert the KOJC compound as a police garrison, as their boarding house? Why is he using the arrest warrant as a legal cover to conduct tunneling activities over a property not even owned, not registered in the name of the accused? And a host of other questions, and he should be able to prepare for that. And I think I would suggest to him, perhaps hire more high-caliber lawyers than his present lawyers now, because it would appear that his present lawyers now are not giving him proper and good legal advice.
Attorney, reaction